Hi, Suzanne. Got to change my glasses. We're just waiting for people to sort out their internet. A few people, I think Lorraine's having some problems with her internet. But we'll soon be. So you've only got this ugly face for the time being. We've got some more people coming online soon. We'll just wait for a few more people. Hi, Facebook user. Should we see if we can get them down the side? There we go. So new comments. There we go. I think Suzanne. Oh, and here we go. Hey, Frank.
Hi. How are we doing?
I'm all right. Are you all right, lass?
Good. Yes, I'm well.
Good.
Right.
Good.
I've not used this before. This is quite fun. Ooh.
It's all right.
Yeah.
All right. As we can see, we're still having problems with the Facebook user thing. Right. But I got an email the other day from these people saying that from the Restream saying that Facebook have stopped supporting lives from external thing, so they must be going to do their own thing. So
I can see one person's name.
Yeah, because they're coming over. I think Suzanne and Susie Burtett.
Mm-hmm.
Susie Burtett. They're on YouTube.
Right. Oh yes, I can see by the icon. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they all come through, so that's all right.
Mm.
So we're going to talk today about judges and competing. Right. So should we talk about competing? Have you competed before, Fran?
I've never competed, I have to say. Yeah. No, I haven't. I used to be in showing, but I've never. That's the only kind of dog competition that I've done. But in terms of grooming, no. But I'd love my girls at the salon to actually have a go at some point. They just don't. They struggle with the confidence. I mean, they're helping at our show. They're going to be at the seminar rooms. So I'm hoping that when they get to see actually that it's not scary, they will enter for next year.
Yeah. I'm just going to turn that off because we have Julia.
Yay.
Hi, Julia. Where are you? Have you just come out the gym?
No, I mean, I'm in a field. I've been putting up fencing and pulling weeds.
All right. Okay. Right. We were just talking about competing. We're starting to talk about competing and what it all entails and how it all makes us feel and things like that. I think I've competed about 5 or 6 times, and I remember always being nervous. And then as soon as you get in there, it's great. What? Tell us about your competition experience, then, Julia. When did you start? Have you always done handshake?
No. So, oh my goodness, I couldn't even tell you. Probably about 7 years ago or so, I started competing, and I started competing with poodles.
Oh, right.
Poodles, and people don't really think that, but Asian. I'd started a first Asian grooming competition. I did at Master Groom, the first one ever I competed in. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Lorraine. Yeah, so you're judging Asian for us, of course, with Verity.
Yes, I'm really excited.
Good. And what, as a judge in Asian, do you look for? What, actually, coming down here now at the bottom of the screen, look at the entries we've got. No Asian freestyle champions and 10 in the open class. No champions. What's that about?
Yeah, it's usually a small class, isn't it?
Yeah. We expected a few more, though. But that's okay. That's all right if everybody's busy.
I know, we need some champs, though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think a lot of them kind of do nearer to the time.
It's 4 weeks away. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like living on the edge of my seat, me.
Right. So tell us, Julia, before Lorraine came on and interrupted everybody.
Sorry.
Finish telling us about your competition experience. How do you feel in that when you go in the ring?
Before, I'm really, really, really nervous. As soon as you get in and you just work on your dog, just focus on you and your dog. You just shut off everything around you, and it's just you and the dog, and that just goes away really quickly.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. How was it? You're groom team in England now, aren't you? So,
Gosh.
Yeah.
so are you Handstrip groom team England, aren't you?
I am, yes, with the Danny Din
Right,
months.
yeah, with Hoodwink, isn't it? Is Hoodwink your
Yeah.
go-to dog for your competition, Handstrip competition?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I have got a bitch puppy now. Just turned a year, so I'm hoping to get her in as well.
Okay, and will you be doing what? So when do you think you're going to compete again?
I have to think. What's the next one? Probably the next one. I think I will.
Master Groom after us.
The one after us is Master Groom.
Groom, yeah.
Well, no, actually, I tell you lie.
Yeah,
2 weeks after there's Cymru Groom. Have I said it right?
Which one?
Matthew Spy's putting Cymru Groom on, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's one as well. Yeah.
Of our two.
Yeah, that's in Wales, so I probably won't be able to make that one. Yeah, I'm doing filming next weekend with Hoodwink, so he won't be.
Oh, what are you filming?
Available that quickly. For Groomers Gallery.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that is. Do you know what? That's a really good resource. And they don't tell enough people about it.
No.
Do you know? It really is. You've
And
got
it's
Groom
affordable.
House, the American version Groom House is out there, and it seems to pop up on my feed loads. But Groomers Gallery is excellent, and do you know what? It's not expensive either, is it?
No.
I think the last time I saw it was about 10 quid a month, whereas that Groom House is about 30 quid a month. So,
I don't think it's even that much.
Really?
Is it not even that much?
And it's very deep. It's very, very detailed.
Yeah.
Very.
I thought it was like £12 a year. It's like
Right,
something
okay.
ridiculous.
Do you know what? I'm going to Google it.
Go Google it. Yeah, I'm sure
It's about £12 a year, I think.
it's ridiculously cheap. It's so good. £1 a month.
Definitely.
Really great
Well,
resource.
we'll find that. We'll find that. And see
Yeah, I do. And actually, they're offering money off stuff at the moment. 10% off items, groom items.
Yeah,
you know what? It is £12 for a year's membership.
Yeah, oh, it was. It's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
I think everyone should get it.
Really, really good resource, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Do you know what? I'm going to put it in the chat. Right. Right. Has anybody asked any questions that we've missed because I've had the chat off? Hey, Callum. Oh, congratulations, Callum. So, Callum Anderton's on. He came third. He went over to Belgium with Christine. And he came third in the champion toy and mini class.
Totally fantastic.
Congratulations, Callum.
Oh, while Callum is on, he actually asked, because he wants to enter the Great British Grooming Show, and he was asking about a standard poodle, but I couldn't access one that was possibly good enough. Mine are a bit too old now as well. And I don't know if he's found one. Have you found one, Callum? And if not, we'll put some feelers out on here for you.
Yeah.
Does this, if I switch that on there, does that, okay. Oh, that's all right, actually. And Charlotte's on as well. Cool.
Someone's saying about beginners classes are high entries, which is true.
Yeah, it's a nice amount, actually. It's a nice amount because obviously we split them into 3. So it's nice. It's a nice amount that you're amongst friends there. So.
And that's what we all want to be. We all, well, we're all amongst friends at the shows.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we want to make it as friendly as possible.
That's it.
Absolutely.
I'm on the world's smallest screen, David, so I can't see any messages.
Right, it's okay. It's well, Callum does need a standard poodle.
Yeah.
So if anybody
he does need one. So if anybody out there has got a standard poodle that Callum could use, that would be amazing.
Yeah. So when you're judging, then Julia, can we finish talking about the beginners? Did you start in beginners as well, Julia? You must have done, mustn't you?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
No, I first competed in a workshop class.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, with a crossbreed. It was a pug cross poodle, something else, and it was trimmed in kind of like a Russian Wheaton trim.
Okay.
Yeah, and I won. It was Premier Groom, and I won 3rd place, and that was it. I wanted to compete after that.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would.
Aww.
So, in the beginner class, I'm going to witter on again about our golden 5. So, we put our beginner classes. When I started in beginner class, and having to get there for 7:30 on a morning, wherever it is it's a nightmare. You're just so nervous, and getting up early and going and doing all of that. You're getting in there at 7:30 and you're rushing. So, I think it was Lorraine mentioned that why don't we move the beginner classes to the afternoon and give people a chance to come in, get a feel for the place, let the nerves die down a little bit, and ready for when they start competing. So we think that'll help, and then also this golden 5, so that when everybody comes in from the welfare break after an hour's worth of grooming, when we start everybody off again, the beginners can have this golden 5 where they can have somebody from outside the ring come in for 5 minutes and just, they can't take any tools to the dog apart from a comb.
No.
Okay, no, nothing else, no clippers, nothing. They can just comb the dog, all right, but spend 5 minutes giving the beginner some encouragement, some reassurance, and some pointers on that groom, on their groom. So, yeah. So we're quite pleased about that. You will still get your full allotted time. We'll just add 5 minutes on the end.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's really good.
When there's a question now. When entering clipper only with a poodle, can they still come with their face
feet and tail pre-clipped?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Pro tip: do it.
Oh,
we lost her.
We lost the signal though. Where there was a pro tip, was it do it 2 days before?
It's frozen.
Yeah, generally a day or so before.
Sorry, you broke up then. The pro tip, what was the pro tip, Julia?
No.
Oh no, I feel like we're never going to know now.
I know. I baited right here.
Yeah. Right. Also, what else has been going on? All right, checklist. So we've got a checklist.
We can pop it on the page as well anyway, can't we?
Yeah, we're going to pop it on the page. The lovely Tanya Salas from Northern Ireland, who puts on Groomers Got Talent, she has sent me a checklist, which I'm going to share with everybody.
Good one.
And the checklist, I'm going to get it up on my screen here, even though I can't show you it. Oh, where's that gone then? I did save it, but I haven't got it any longer.
What's the checklist for?
So the checklist is for, do you know, like, we
can find out the pro tip now. We can find out the pro tip.
Too much. Yeah. You can. I brought loads of blades, loads of scissors. I brought loads of stuff that I didn't even touch. And you don't need to bring it with you. You do need, however, cordless clippers if you're using clippers. All right, and you do need to bring your tables on this occasion, and your normal grooming tools.
And if you need elephant feet, don't forget them.
For the tallies like me.
Yeah, for the tallies. I don't need elephant feet. Don't matter what size table.
Yeah, go and check out the Groomers Gallery. I've sent a link. I don't know if that's going to come through, where that'll come through, but it should be on there for people to click. Right. So, Julia, before who have you got with you there, Julia?
This is Fancy Pants.
Hey, Fancy
Pants. No.
I've got a couple others as well.
So, Julia, before you went, we were talking about clipped feet and shaved muzzle on the poodles. You said pro tip, and then you went dead. What's the pro tip?
Do it 3 to 4 days before.
Okay.
And it's nice when you've got a few days growth.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay, doke. Still for the shorties. What else have we got to talk about? Well, we've got a new sharpener coming in, haven't we, as well? Is he going to be doing the blades, or did we find that out?
I have just found out. The message just came in, and he said he can take blades back with him. He'll be doing scissors and everything on the day.
Right. Okay.
And yes, his name's Ian. He can take blades back with him.
Right. Okay. That's pretty much what Nigel's going to do as well.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's obviously a bit more work into.
So it's other equipment.
Oh yeah, it's other equipment. I think it's quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. So he will be joining us. We've got a few more stands as well, David, haven't we, booked?
Oh yeah. Well, do you know what we've ended up getting a really good sponsor, to be honest, for the education. They're called Viola Pets, and they're the UK distributor for Yves Saint Bernard.
I always think Yves Saint Bernard.
Yves Saint Bernard, which is an Italian brand. I know this. They're from near Tuscany, all right, and it's an Italian brand. So they're coming with their stand. They do the grooming product. They do some other bits and pieces, pet accessories. They have a grooming salon in Greenwich as well. Now, Google Viola Pets and then go and see what they're charging for their grooms. Okay, they're charging proper prices for their proper grooms. Anyway, I'll let you go and investigate that. So those guys at the beginning of each of the seminars in the fireside room will come in and they'll just give you a brief overview of the product that they've got. They'll be around. They'll be there with their sample bags and all of that type of stuff. What else have we got?
Is it worth saying as well, David, that we are going to have a projector for the people doing seminars?
Yeah.
If they like to take the laptop, they've got a PowerPoint or anything.
Yeah, we've got all that, and so that'll be good.
Right.
Plenty seating, obviously. If anybody, obviously, you can book the seminars on the day.
Better if we know in advance, isn't it?
If we know in advance, we know what we're dealing with. We didn't note down, obviously, our first seminar. We had to cancel that one, didn't we? The physio guy, because I don't think we've been on a live since then, have we, David?
No.
Sadly, it's just not been able to make it.
Anybody that's bought those we'll send them a refund.
Yeah, that's all being sorted. It's just the first one, that was all.
We're talking about our judges and competing. So, Julia, can you tell us a process of getting, let's say, when you're doing Asian style? Okay. So when do you start preparing for, so say you're coming to our show competing, when do you start really thinking about the show and what is the process that you take?
She frozen.
She frozen.
I think she might be. Oh. I can hear something.
I can.
Right.
Oh no, there she is. There we go.
For me, it's months and months down the line.
Right. Okay. And do you write yourself a schedule out and things like that? Like, I do this 4 weeks before, do this 2 weeks before.
It's all funny. It is really months and months for me because I want to get my shape in and then perfect. No, but every lot of more prep for leading them out. Actually, the few weeks before, it's just 6 weeks before. Like I said, it's just I'll put a shape in, and it'll probably take me a good few months to just tweak it how I want it.
Right. Okay, doke. And I take it then you'll put your shape in, you're planning, and you'll put your shape in, and then you'll do the last groom on that dog, like groom to perfection. So it's like 5 or 6 weeks before the competition. Is that about right? Is that what you would do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, another thing you can do as well is, groom the dog, say 7 weeks before, and then in a week's time wash it and just go over the trim again a week later.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You can really get a shape, a shape in.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. I think I did that when I was competing with the Airedales. I did that. but then I went and messed it all up on the day. Anyway, that's another story. That's another
All make
story.
mistakes, can't we?
Yeah, yeah.
I-
So when you're actually judging, then Julia, because you're going to be judging. What is Julia judging for? Salon Creative,
yeah.
Model Dog, Asian Freestyle, and I've got it. I can tell you. It'll come up on the screen any second now. Yeah, doubles are Salon Creative, Clipper Only, Diamond in the Rough, and Model Dog. So, right. So, say on your Asian Freestyle, what are you looking for? Oh no!
Oh no, the field thing again.
No, Lorraine, you can answer that question.
Oh, don't you pick on me just because I'm sat here. I feel a bit redundant tonight.
So tonight, so Lorraine, so when you are judging, then, so we do actually have a pre-grum judge. What do we call it? Pre-judging. We have pre-judging, don't we?
To a degree, yeah. We're not putting the comb through the dog or anything like that. I just think it's really important. And I mean, I'll be doing this on the day anyway, just making sure that everybody's all okay, got everything they need. If you've forgotten something, I can probably run and go and get it. Do you know what I mean? So, but if I was judging, you know, what my method would be, I'd just go and, oh, she's back.
Hey.
No, but I'm walking around trying to get the signal.
Try the field. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice shot. We're doing some.
Is she back yet?
Fencing.
Yeah.
So can you hear us all right, Julia?
Yeah, I can now. I can see 4G now, so should be right for a minute.
All right, cool. So when we've talked a little bit about how you get ready for the competition. When you go to judging, let's say at pre-judging, what do you do at pre-judging?
So pre-judging, you want to make sure that your prep work is top notch. So you want to make sure you're using good shampoo, the dog is fluff dry correctly, there's no knots in the coat. You'd always talk to the competitor and just ask if there's any issues in the dog that we need to know about. So anything coat-wise, the dog's got any sores or coat's a bit broken or missing, we need to know.
Yeah.
And also much coat growth you're bringing in. And that doesn't mean necessarily an overgrown coat, but the dog enough coat that it's going to show a good difference at the end.
Yeah. So it could be, if you're bringing a dog, it could be just to make a little note of things you want to let. So you just don't forget. Make a little note. It's all right to have a little note on your table for pre-judging, just so you remember to tell the judges about anything to do with the dog. So that's fine.
That also includes, for example, if the dog doesn't have its ears plucked because it suffers with an issue or it absolutely hates its ears plucked. I don't diss anybody that doesn't pluck the ears at all, me personally. So yeah, because it's not the be all and end all. But nice tidy feet, nice hygiene. Nice, neat hygiene areas is really important. Obviously, clean the ears.
It's not like you're going to pick your legs up though and look, is it? You're not doing all of this, are you?
No. It's it's a lot of time. It's just nice to just talk to the groomers, isn't it, Julia? And just make sure they're okay and that they've got everything that they need. And I'll be there as well, running around doing that. It's really important to me that everybody's comfortable and happy. Make sure you go for a pee before you go in. I've known groomers. There was one the week at Southeast. She was desperate for the loo. Bless her. But yes, that'll be good. I was going to go on.
Don't let me hold you back though, because we will. If you come in a situation like that,
just,
you
put your hand up.
It's not noticeable to a steward or something.
And
we'll look.
Yeah, put your hand up and just one of us will pop over if you need your dog holding for a second. That's fine. I was just going to mention about creative because obviously we've got Julia on as well. I was speaking to a groomer this morning. She was just asking me advice because she wanted to enter our show. She's coming from right down south for Salon Creative. And so if anybody, obviously I'm not judging this, so I've got no bias at all in any way. But if anybody wants to speak to me over anything, any questions, they can do. as I'm sure there are other creative groomers out there as well, you know, if you want to play an idea by somebody. Because sometimes if you're working on your own and you've only got yourself to play around with ideas, sometimes it's nice to be able to speak to somebody. So if you need someone to speak to, I'm here.
Yeah,
okay. Anybody that knows me, I will speak to anybody on the phone all night long if I have to. So
would you give us a description of the class and what you expect the Sound Creative? Just describe what that is for us.
Are you asking me or Julia?
Anybody.
Go on, Julia.
I'll just straight to you.
Oh, me. I might look for something completely different to you, but if I would Salon Creative for me, I like a beautiful groom, as beautiful as you can do, you know, to your own ability. Obviously, we're all at varying degrees in the you know, the get me words out, Lorraine. The actual length of time people might be grooming, they might have only been grooming 1 or 2 years, so that's important. So I might say to a creative groomer, how long have you been grooming? So if they've only been grooming 1 year and they're having a go at Salon Creative, way to go. If they've been grooming 10 years and they're having a first go at Salon Creative, way to go. But it's it just gives us an idea of how long they have been grooming. And but as regards looking at a design, I like the nice classy looks. Don't like loads of stuff stuck on dogs except glitter. Glitter is always acceptable, but make sure it's obviously safe glitter.
Well,
say that again.
You can use glitter and colour in the sports hall.
And well, glitter's happening anyway, David. If there was no rules.
Salon Creative, the dog. If am I right in thinking this, that Salon Creative is a normal salon groom, like you would do a cockapoo, but then with an additional flourish.
Elements.
Yeah, and you can still be creative. So you might want to do carving in that. You know, it doesn't have to be just a general cockapoo trim or whatever, or a Pouchon or a poodle or whatever. It can be any sort of trim, because obviously with a Salon Creative, you might put a little bit of a twist on that trim. You know, you might want to just, I don't know, take a belly band type, you know, the waistline out, or take more of a strip down the back or something like that. You might want to see, you can still be creative. So the carving comes into it a little bit if you wanted to go down that route, but it can be just as simple as, I don't know, a mohawk, some stenciling, just some, you know, but you can still be creative. It's generally about up to 25% of colour on the dog. If the dog is already coloured, like let's just say I took Hilda into one. She's not currently pink, but she's been pink for many years. That's technically her natural colour for a long time. You know, you're not going to get picked on if your dog is pastel pink and has been for ages. If it's not specifically done for that style, then that's a different thing.
Right.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
I go in my own head sometimes.
That's all right. So, Julia, when you are during the competition, the judges are walking around with a clipboard. All right, doing all of this. What are you doing? Are you looking at handling and where the tools are you being used? What are you looking for in that section? We've said go. We've done that. What are you looking at? What are you?
While they're grooming, what they're looking for.
She frozen. She's frozen a bit.
Okay. So
I know. I'll come on a minute there. She's. I know what. Obviously, you're looking at handling. Yes, of course. You know, make sure you've got your hand on the dog. The dog's nice and safe. Obviously, the handling of your equipment comes into it a little bit. You know, rush clipping. I've noted stuff down like that. Obviously, you all feel like you're at a mad panic on the first 5 minutes, and then settle into it. The use of equipment, whether it's clips, snap-on combs, hand scissored, you know, so on and so forth, you know, so, and them's the kind of things that are sort of looked at. And obviously the cleanliness of the dog, you can look at a dog and see whether it's well prepped. Can't always see every little knot and tangle in there, but that's the important bit at the end, because if, as a judge, if you're finding knots in it, that should have been done really at the beginning. You know, that should have been done before the dog arrived. I'm not saying they can't pick up an odd blade of grass or whatever on its travels, but you know, so that should really come out. I always recommend using 2 or 3 combs. You know, check your dog through with a nice fine comb that you can get, you know, into its coat, just to make sure. Check under the armpits, all the hygiene areas, because them's the bit them's the bit. Sometimes if you've got 3 identical dogs and one of them the judge finds knots in the armpits, and you're like, that's you going to the bottom of the list. You know what I mean? So. But having said that, if you know, sometimes it can be a make. You know, if it's literally, oh God, between that dog and that dog, yeah. But I did find that little tiny furry knot in there. Sometimes it can be as small as that. So.
Okay. So tell us then. Okay, so we've done the first bit, the pre-judging. We've done when we're all walking around with our clipboard. What are you looking at when we've actually called time and the judges are now coming to the tables?
What we're looking at then, obviously, don't forget your tablecloth as well to make your dog look all pretty on. That's always nice. Oh, she's back now. Julia?
Yes.
Are you back? David's just asking. Obviously, it's your place today.
On my way back home, I'll be about 5 minutes, and then I'll be Wi-Fi, and we'll be all good.
You'll be Wi-Fi'd up. David was just asking, what do you think, a judge? What would you be looking at as a judge once we've called time? The dog's all ready. It's stood on a nice sparkly little piece of fabric to make the dog stand out.
I think
no.
I think we should wait for Julia until she's back home.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about something else a minute then, Dave? And we'll come back to Julia in a minute.
So just bear with me 1 second. I'll just let me check this. Right, okay. So seminars and education. So we've cancelled the first one, haven't we? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So what? Let me bring this up and have a look on them. Running order. Right, okay. So could you, Fran, because you are the person that's been dealing with it more than any of us, tell us about what Joe Pay is going to be talking about?
Yeah.
Tell us who Joe Pay is.
Absolutely.
And then let us know Joe Pay, what she's going to be talking about.
Yeah. So I met Joe Pay. She's a Spanish dog trainer, and she's actually a Victoria Stillwell, sort of the European representative for Victoria Stillwell, who's a massive player in the dog training world. But Joe is amazing. I used to attend her training classes myself, so I knew firsthand. I used to take my reactive Malamute cross, and she was just phenomenal with him. So I knew she was the lady for the job, but she's recently just started a TV program with Victoria and the rest of the trainers, and it is the Dog Academy. And from the episodes I've seen, they deal with a lot of issues, and they actually had on a Bichon that didn't like being groomed. Now, I must admit, I haven't seen that episode. I need to go and have a look at it. But there was quite a lot of help in there for both the groomer and the owners. And when I was thinking about education, I was like, right, okay, what would I want to know about? And in my salon particularly, I also have some behavioural experience. So I always use that when the dogs are coming in. And we do meet and treats before pretty much every appointment and when we actually put them in. And there's things that we put into place, and we're sort of looking at mobility and any other fears that they've got, any nervous disposition. And so she's going to be, I wanted to bring her in as someone who might make the groomer's life a little bit easier and the dog's life a bit easier. So the title she came up with, I just had to look it up, was Why Dogs Find Grooming Difficult and What You Can Do to Help. So she had some headlines. I can't remember them off the top of my head now, but they were amazing. So it was things like fear-based behaviors, how we're going to tackle those. So your dogs that are hiding under chairs, and how we're going to sort of handle them on the table a little bit differently to a dog that's a bit more confident. I know we have a lot of Cocker Spaniels that are like that, generalizing here, but we have a lot of behavioral in our salon. So we do have a behaviorist groomer that works for me, and we have a lot of Cocker Spaniels. Don't know why. Maybe someone can tell me why that is. Also Cockapoos. Maybe the Cocker Spaniel again. So there's quite a lot she's going to do on fear-based, a little bit that she wants to talk about on pain-related behavior, and I think that's a massive one in the grooming world. We actually underestimate how much pain can affect the groom. One example I have is of a dog that had luxating patellas, so dislocating kneecaps. And I think it was a little Shih Tzu, and she couldn't bear the dryer on her back end. I swear she had the luxating patellas. Anyway, it was just too painful. The intensity, even on the lowest setting, she was just really struggling. And then after she did have to go for the operations and she had to have hydrotherapy, and we referred her basically as a groomer. I referred her off. She had all the work done, and now she's absolutely amazing. No behavioural issues at all. So that's just a little example, but there's other ones.
Yeah. It sounds like, to be fair, it sounds like a seminar that every groomer should go to.
It's a must. I've just looked now, and she's had about 6 tickets. There's 13 in total. We could push that to more, and there's 24 left. So this is one you cannot miss. She's incredible. Sound sensitivity, so how to deal with. She did one about a Jack Russell, and the owners didn't realize it was sound sensitivity. And we use happy hoodies, and I know a lot of groomers do, but some don't. And there's simple things that we could be doing in the salon. Also, dogs that have nausea and car sickness that come in your salon and then are really drooling on the table. So if you've got a really, really drooly dog, it could be car sickness. My biggest tip for that, just off the top of my head, is let them decompress somewhere first and just get the bearings and then groom them. So there's little things we've been talking about back and forth, but she's going to really tackle all those things to make your life so much more easy. And using positive reinforcement. She's just an amazing speaker, and she is going to use a PowerPoint. She's going to have some excerpts. Hopefully Channel 4 will give permission. She's going to double check, but she's going to show clips from the show. She's going to use live examples to help the groomers, but she's great. Don't miss it. She owns collies as well.
That's a lot to cram into an hour. I wonder if she might end up doing those.
No. But yeah,
you know what the thing is hopefully she'll do this for an hour if it's a massive success, because do you know what, all education is good education. It is all good. Maybe we need to get her back to do a fireside or something like that.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, don't miss it, guys. Get your tickets. If I could, my girls are going to be in there watching it. It is just, she'll be phenomenal.
Definitely.
So after Joe, then we've got Colin.
Yay!
What's to say about Colin? Colin, well, when Colin talks in these seminars, you just walk out knowing more, don't you?
Yeah,
I've seen Colin too many times. And is it too? Yeah, I've seen him enough, but I always learn something. That's the thing. I always end up learning something. Yeah, and I have seen him loads and loads and loads of times.
He had amazing feedback. So he used one of our clients' dogs. So he used one of our salon dogs, little Yorkie. Very, very nervy little dog, but she's lovely. He was amazing with this dog. Only met her in 5 minutes, and he gained a trust. And my girls were in that one, and they said they learned absolutely bucket loads in his seminar.
And there you go. You see, so that's knowledge and coming all together as well, isn't it?
That's right.
So, hey, Julia!
I'm on the
Wi-Fi. Yay!
So tell it, right, we're going to go back. We'll come back to the seminars.
Yep.
So, Julia, can you tell us, so classes are finished. We've called time on the class. You're walking up to the table. As a judge, what you're looking at, what you're looking for?
The main thing would be shape and balance.
Okay.
And flow and harmony. So when I'm looking at the dog, I want to see a nice flow with the shape and the outline.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I do like something that's a little bit more out there, I would say, a little bit more finesse.
And do you, okay. And then, so that's what you're looking at from a distance. And then I guess when you go over with the comb, you're just checking for loose hairs and stray hairs and things, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, okay, cool. Right, what else have we got? Right, so let's go back to the education. Hey, Julia, what was the last seminar or workshop or thing that you did?
Oh, I went to Lorraine's one, actually.
Okay.
The one of the flower one. I just wanted to see if I can learn something different. I did learn some tips from you.
It was all a bit of a crazy morning, that, wasn't it?
Good
Made a
fun.
mess. We made a mess. That's what we did.
Oh, so
If
was
you
this
haven't
at
made a
the,
mess, you're not
was
doing
this
it
at the
right.
southeast one?
Yes.
Yeah, the southeast. Yeah.
Right, good.
I love watching Lorraine make the flowers. That's how I met. That's how I met Lorraine. I was her statistician because we met on Pooch Perfect.
That's true.
And
That
she
is
was
true.
doing she had these little tiny straighteners, and I'm going, what the hell are those? And she was just making these incredible creations. So that's how
I know. I still felt rushed.
Were you on Pooch Perfect, Julia?
No.
She was doing all the demos. Well, not all the demos, but some of the demos. She did the demo dogs that kind of, this is what it should look like.
Whatever.
And I was the general statistician running around with hairspray and
Yeah, that was it. That was how we met. So
glitter. Yeah, I was the glitter girl.
so it's good to have Fran on our team, isn't it, David?
Yes, she's brilliant. Anyway, so right, we'll go back to the education. After Colin, we have the marvellous Zoe Duffy. Now, I believe Zoe's doing a mini schnauzer salon trim in an hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, easy for Zoe, that.
Yeah.
Easy.
You'll probably get it done in 20 minutes, wouldn't she?
Probably. I've seen it done.
If she wasn't talking, she'd have that done in 20 minutes.
That
it would be outstanding, wouldn't it? It would just be outstanding, but hey.
That's such a good groom to do, and because it's so technical for a lot of people who don't know.
Yeah.
I remember when I started grooming, I was like, schnauzer.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. What's that, Julia? Tell us.
Oh, this is Parker, and he's completely blind now.
Parker.
He had his left eye removed recently, so this is like he's winking all the time. He's got cataracts in the right, which is likely won't be eligible to have it removed. So, he's doing amazing.
How many dogs have you got, Julia? I've lost count.
I've got 11.
What?
Jinx.
Tell us, come on then. Tell us about your 11 dogs, Julia, please.
3 downed in months, 1 standard. I did have 2, but I lost my other one recently. I've got the rest are just I've got 2 miniatures, and the rest are toy poodles.
Wow.
Right,
few parties. So I've got 3 parties and a sable poodle.
Okay.
When do you get to groom all them?
Well, if anybody needs a poodle, for the toy miniature class, get in touch with Julia. There's no entries. There's no entries in miniature a toy poodle, I don't think, if I was remembering.
It has really dropped, but standard as poodles have really rocketed recently.
I know. There's nothing in toy and miniature. I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to put them. If we don't get nobody in these classes, they're going to have to go back as a joint one, aren't they?
Yeah,
that'd be a shame.
It would be a shame.
Yeah.
Hopefully, get some entries.
Yeah. Sorry, did you finish telling us about all your doggos, Julia?
No, she didn't. Yeah, she did. She went into the sable.
The rest of them are toys. Toy poodles.
Yeah. Oh, talking about doggos. Vera Jean. No, she doesn't. She's not bothered.
Mine are all kipping, dotted around the house.
Yeah, she's gone back upstairs to bed.
Someone's asking Julia if they can lend them a poodle.
I've only got 1 in a poodle haircut. The rest are Asian. 1 I've just put into the workshop trim.
I wonder who that is. That is somebody having a laugh there with somebody.
Yeah, it was.
We could see who it was. So, yeah. So what are we looking at there? Pure breed scissor. Again, pure breed scissor. We have. Let me click on here.
None.
So Nigel Waterworth and Georgia are sponsoring Pure Breed Scissor, all right, with the Kajiro scissors. Now, there's 2 people entered open, nobody in champ. Oh, is it 2 people in champ and nobody?
2 people in champ and none in open. Yeah. I mean, what's that about?
Yeah, it's not like Nigel and Georgia are not giving away these fantastic prizes. Yeah. And also, don't forget champions. If you're going for Groom Team England points, unless there's enough people in the class, you don't get your points as well.
Yeah.
So that is a rule by Groom Team England. I'm pretty certain that.
Yeah. So tell your friends, get your friends entered.
Yeah. It's Rachel. I wonder if that is Rachel Is that Rachel Downs? I wonder. Could be the
Oh, he
Rachel.
wants a poodle. Yeah.
Probably Rachel Downs, isn't it?
Bound to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, so after in the seminars, after Zoe, we got Julie Harris.
Fabulous.
Do you know,
Julie Harris.
I've still not seen anything of Julie's, and she's like right up there.
You need to nip upstairs, Fran. And
No, I've not been in one of hers. I've been desperate to.
Do not miss. Do not miss. Honestly, fabulous.
Was she in Skin and Coat?
Yes, she's going to be aiming at about shampoos and ingredients and things like that, and obviously effects on hands, and
Yeah.
I can't even talk. She's just amazing. I've seen that one. I mean, she might tweak it a bit now because obviously we're only on an hour, and she just learned so much from Julie Harris. I just find her mesmerising to listen to.
I've got quite a lot of
she's like Doglopedia. I don't know. She's just amazing.
That's a good word. Doglopedia.
Doglopedia.
It's the anatomy of the dog and everything. It's just so important.
Just everything.
What? Yeah.
It's good fun as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So, but don't think that if you've seen, I've seen Julie Harris, or it's different every time. You could watch her for weeks on end and still learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. Just amazing.
She's another like Colin, isn't she? Because the very first seminar I went to would have been Master Groom in 2014. 2014, Bev and I went to Master Groom. The first seminar we saw was Julie. One after that, she was just talking about salon, what's going on in the salon, hints and tips. And then the one after that was Deb Ryan on hand stripping. Well, again, like Colin, every time I've seen Julie, it's been something different she's talking about.
Yeah. So definitely don't be thinking, I've seen her once, I don't need to see her again, because it'll be, trust me. I think she first did this seminar up in Scotland. Right. So I'm not sure if she's done it before, after since. I can't remember. But it's just really, really interesting. And she uses PowerPoint as well, very often as well. Yeah. So always good to see.
Oh, and don't forget, we have I should have brought one home and I didn't. I made a mistake there. So Hyponic have been really kind and sponsored their product for the gift bag for the
goodie bags.
Yeah. They've also given us enough that to give. They've asked us to give them to everybody that goes in the seminar fireside room as well.
Wow, that's excellent.
That's really good.
Now, I actually, after we did a seminar down here last week with James Holbury, and he was talking about the product, and everybody got a little thing to try. Now, in our local chat group, everyone's gone bananas about the Hyponic shampoo, how good it is. So, get it, use it. It'd be great to hear some feedback about the Hyponic stuff. Yeah. So,
yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. What was right? Moving on from that bit. So, yeah, don't forget, anybody who goes in the seminars and buys the fireside room, they will also get this Hyponic thing. It's worth about 50 odd quid as well.
Which is pretty much your money back then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're getting in pretty much for free. Have we still got spaces on the hand strip with Nicola?
Yes. So Tom Isherwood one is obviously sold out dead quick. There's waiting list for that. Just a reminder, the tickets aren't transferable. All right. So the tickets, we will always refund the tickets, and then we will open it back up to the waiting list, because some people have. So that's what we do. All right.
On the firesides, that is, David, isn't it?
If your name's not down on the list, you won't be getting in, because, like I say, the tickets are non-transferable. Right. So Tom is sold out, but Nicola Pisani, the hand strip guy from Italy, he has still places on his fireside. We're doing long leg terrier, short leg terrier in that fireside. The guy is ridiculously good at hand stripping. I'll tell you a little story on that. I don't know if you know when the Lakeland Terrier won the group at Crufts, Saradin Enigma. That dog was owned by somebody in Malta, and they ended up, that owner of that dog continued showing that after John handled it at Crufts. I think a few times John went over to Malta to do some hand stripping and getting ready for some shows. But then John decided that he wanted to focus and not leave his kennels, get ready for his shows. So they then flew Nicola from Italy to Malta to hand strip that dog. So he is a very good hand strip guy. You will learn a lot from him if you're interested in hand stripping. So there you go. And of course he'll be showing some Sentinel products, their hand stripping products. Again, in a different league. That's developed by Ronnie. I can't remember his surname. Ronnie De Monte has developed them, and he's a terrier guy. They've put a lot of effort into that, a lot of research and development into those products. The chart block, I think you could throw it on the floor and it wouldn't break, but it's still a chart block. Do you know what I mean? That type of thing. Anyway,
that's brilliant.
That's that.
We just had a comment from Suzanne Sheldon about using the Hyponic products, how great they are.
Yeah.
She uses them on her own dogs.
Yeah, so there might be some flying around for other people. We don't know.
I'm having a bag. I'm going to put one under the table somewhere. I'm having them.
Oh, are you? We might have some fun. We'll probably have some fun with.
You know me. I use Mutneys. I've used Mutneys in my salon now for 25, 24 years, whatever it is.
Right.
And Mutneys are my go-to salon shampoo. But I do also like trying some others. Sorry, I'm just going to get my husband to turn the TV down a little bit. I can't hear, darling. So, yeah. So, but Mutneys for me is my go-to. But I'm so looking forward to trying the Hyponic and the Saint Bernard as well, because it's exciting, isn't it? So not every shampoo fits every dog.
That's right.
No, it's right.
So,
no, we've tried it in the salon. And we look at it. We've used it, and it's like it is a bit different. Anyway, we'll let everybody make their own mind up about it. So, I have a question. There we go.
I have a question next time.
Second comment.
I'd like to know, is there something that I don't quite understand that. I have a question. If it's the time for that.
Yeah, time for questioning.
Yeah, it's fine.
All questions are good.
Yeah. No, I'm quite nervous, so I'd like to know if there's something that I couldn't forget before the finish time.
Right, so the best thing for me, Susie, the best thing that you should do is write, again, it doesn't matter if you've got bits of paper on your table, just in the run up to it, write down a plan of what you've got to do on that day. So if it was me and I was starting at 8 o'clock, I'd do 8 o'clock, brush the dog out. 10 past 8, do the left front right foot. 15 minutes past 8. I would write a little schedule down.
A little time plan.
Yeah, a little plan like that.
It's a good way. A good way to do is just time yourself in the salon sometimes. How long do you take to do a first trim on a leg, let's say? So you obviously times that by 4, and then you want to be doing that same thing again with a finer comb and checking over your leg and making sure it's looking all right. Use your comb with a ruler is always a good one. If you want to see if it's sort of the right same width as the other leg, so on and so forth, and look at it from different angles. You can step back without letting go of your dog.
Yeah. Right. Will there be a guide for trade stands? I don't know if that is if that's written by somebody coming to know what trade stands are there. But normally we will produce like a floor plan with the trade stands with all the trade stands on. As far as if it's a trade person asking, will there be a guide? Yeah, we will email something out a week before. But I think when you purchase your tickets for the trade stand, you should have got all the information that you need then, really. There's a couple of things with the trade stand then. Setup is on Saturday. 1 till 5 on Saturday. And then on Sunday, if you're going to leave it late to set up, all the trade stands have got to be set up by 8 o'clock. There should be no moving of trade stands and equipment once a competition has started. It's unfair because what will happen is somebody will drop something, it'll make a big bang, and then it'll upset the dogs on the table. So that's as far as setting up goes. If you need electric, you need to tell us ASAP because there are a lot of electric points. And the same with the tables. If you need tables, there aren't many tables in their stock cupboard, is there, Lorraine? I don't think.
No, I mean, if you've got your own table, that's super duper. You know, there are tables, but we can't always guarantee.
Yeah, we can't.
So obviously, the sooner you get there, the sooner you set up, that's better. You know, but some people like to bring their own tables anyway, so they can set it outside the light. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, we do have a floor plan. Any more questions? There must be some people with some more questions. Do you have a question, Julia?
Oh no, I'll get you thinking that I'm one of these. I'm wondering if everyone else is like me and they have dreams coming up to a competition that you've forgotten equipment.
Oh,
does anyone else have some dreams like that?
like you've left the cooker on when you've got to work.
you get there and you've forgotten your dog, or you get there and you've forgotten all your scissors.
I have them dreams. But not about that, about other things.
I have a list. I have a list on my own phone, like a checklist of everything I need for a grooming competition, and I go through that list.
Twice, I bet.
When I'm loading up.
That's it.
Be organised.
Super duper. So we haven't got. When's the cut-off date, David? Again? Come on, tell us.
You throw these dates at me. I can never. 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks before.
It's about 2 weeks' time, isn't it?
Yeah. It's 2 weeks.
Literally. So get your entries in.
Only because I like to produce. We like to produce. Who's in the class? Get all the paperwork done and not rush because it's really chaotic and I don't have a lot of time to do it. I've still got to groom my dogs every single day and do this and do that. And do this. Like us all that are organising it. So, and there's always somebody that's going to come in 3 days before and say,
yeah, because last year I was a bit of a soft touch, weren't I? Because I am soft that way. And somebody rang me begging me to change classes and whatever have you. And David did sort it, didn't you? But I think he swore at me a lot under his breath. But we're not doing it this year. I am not going to be a soft touch this year. There'll be no changing around.
Well, probably not.
Yeah, you big softy. He's a big softy, people, you know.
Certainly no bloody refunds.
No.
After that.
No.
Anyway.
David, was there a question the other day on the page about helpers, just to clear that up as well?
Okay, yeah. So
that comes up a bit.
For quite a few years, well, we've always said that helpers could come for free. A helper could come for free. But to be honest, people took the piss a bit. And they'd rock up with 4 helpers and things like that. And do you know what? We really don't want to be confronting people at the doors and challenging people at the doors because that's not what the vibe is about. No. So unfortunately, those people have made it that everybody has to pay for helpers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But when you think of it on the other hand, what you can do, if your helper is your member of staff, don't forget that you can use this as it's a business expense.
Yep.
So everything is a business expense and you'll be able to reduce your tax liability because of it.
Including your fuel there and back.
Yes, exactly. People, I don't know if everybody realises that, but that goes for competitors.
Yeah.
I bet you money the judges will put their through on their business.
Yeah.
Like visitors, all the spectators that come, anybody that comes to the seminar, keep all your receipts because it is tax deductible, and you can, 100%.
It's really important.
Right. What else did I have on my list? Nothing. My list is gone. My list is up.
David, there is one other thing I was just going to say, because I mentioned it to this groomer I spoke to this morning in regards to creative, and it's nothing to do with creative. Obviously, my business partner salon is 5 minutes from the venue.
Okay.
I can't, if anybody wants to borrow the bath, the table, the blasters and all that kind of thing at the salon on the Saturday, that's a possibility. Obviously, if 50 people descend on us, then it's a no. But, you know, there is some availability, because my business partner will be in the salon working and prepping her dog as well.
Okay.
On the Sunday morning, probably not available. Okay, unless it was a last minute, my dog's jumped in a puddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning.
We will have guys. You don't have to worry, because there will be a prep area.
Yes.
And we will provide some tables and some stand dryers
Yes.
for the prep area.
Yep.
So if something does happen, you can always wash it at the hotel and then bring it in, spray it with a bit of water and fluff it back up again if you like.
Yeah.
But don't forget that. I have no idea how many people have gone to the Novotel Manchester West, but in all honesty, that will be the best hotel to stop at with a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hotel is really, really nice.
Yeah.
We've had, in the past, people staying in that location at hotels that are nearer, and they've had it's been disastrous for them. Really noisy hotels, cold, and all that type of stuff. Anyway, there you go. So
yeah, Novotel's great. Worsley Village.
Is it Novotel Manchester West?
It is, yeah. It's in Worsley Village. It's only about 10-15 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's on East Lancs to the venue. It's right near where I live, when I'm only 10-15 minutes away from
and
it.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget, there's other groomers there, so you're going to bump into other people. And again, it's networking, isn't it? That's what these events are about for me, is meeting other groomers and meeting new people.
There's lots of pet-friendly places to eat as well. There's a place nearby called the Old Hall,
Right.
that allows dogs in there.
Right. Yeah.
So,
does the pub up the road allow dogs, Lorraine?
The pub at the side of it, the what's it called, Fran?
which one?
The pub at the side of the hotel.
Gilbert.
The Gilbert.
I don't know if that's dog friendly or not. I actually don't know.
I think it is actually. They do some dog related events, so I'd be surprised.
Yeah, so there you go. And so you can either eat at the hotel if you want something to eat, or try the pub out, which is literally 1 minute walk in it, because it's attached to the car park of the hotel. So that's a nice booze. And obviously, you want about the Worsley Hall?
Yeah, the Old Hall, Worsley Old Hall.
That's a bit posher. It's a bit posher.
Yeah, it's not too expensive though, and you can only go in the bar area, but it's lovely. It's really good atmosphere. You can take the dogs in,
and that's again walking distance. So
yeah, near the Marriott, near the Manchester Marriott, if people are struggling to find that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's lots of good places to eat.
And pretty much from there, it's literally just a blip down the East Lancs, which is a dual carriageway.
Really easy.
To the sports village. Simple. There are, just to let you know, there are some speed cameras on the East Lancs, so be careful.
Who speeds on the East Lancs Road?
Oh, I got done there once. Although it's a dual carriageway, it goes from 40 to 60 to 40. So just be aware.
Julia, you've got a trek on your hands, haven't you, for us?
Yeah. I'm Bury St Edmunds, Suffolk.
Oh,
wow.
We're well worth it.
I'm a little bit from Suffolk. My mum
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. My mum was from Stowmarket. So,
oh yeah, that's about 20 minutes from here.
Yeah. So I've got a bit in there. My granddad had a farm in Suffolk, not far from there. Anyway, that's a different story. How long will that take you to get there?
I think it's going to be around 4 hours, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
No, I usually stay up. I will be staying up this time as well.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
So you're with
it's worth the drive, because this is a fantastic show.
Oh,
really
Thank you. That's kind of you to say. We try to do our best.
We do try.
Yeah. And what else are you looking forward to, Julia?
Grooming competitions. I love just to see other groomers, and I have my grooming friends.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's only really opportunity we get together and actually see each other, and that's something I really look forward to when I go to competitions, and the supporting each other. And don't think about the person at the table next to you as your competition; they're your friend as well. You know, but we always help each other out.
Yeah,
That's a really good point. That is a good point. They're not. They are competition, but they're not competition. Yeah, that's a real good point.
Support each other.
Yeah,
support each other.
That's right.
Yeah. I wonder. Groom Team England are going to have got a stand. I think Zoe and Joanne are there judging, so they'll be about. And I'm not sure if is it Leah and Sally might make it up. I'm not sure. It's
not sure Leah's making it. I did ask her the other week. I don't think she can make it up.
4-hour trip for them guys down there, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, so. Well, it's all right.
But we'll be there raising money for Groom Team England.
Yeah.
So,
someone's asking for a link, please. Is that to the website?
Yeah, but what's the link for?
I'm wondering if it's to the website to buy.
A link for the website.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
It's greatbritishgrooming.co.uk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be that one. And then
if you click on it, says 2024. So that'll give you, or if you scroll down, it'll just keep scrolling. It'll tell you all the info on there. And then if you go to, is it tickets 2024? Is that what it says?
Yeah, I'll put a link on Facebook.
Yeah.
That will take you to our box office. So that box office will have there'll be a bit for competitors, spectators, and people doing the education. And there's a bit on for the.
It has got all the info on there, hasn't it, David? It's and then the second one down will take you to actually booking either spectator or a class or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is on there. Hopefully, that link will be showing on Facebook. I'm going to put the Groomers Gallery one on there that we were talking about as well.
Yep.
Because I'm not sure that one will have gone on there.
Is there many entries on the model dog?
Is it 5 and 4? I think it was last time I looked today.
Huh.
So.
That's good entry.
That's I think it was 4 in the breed style / Asian, and then the creative be as crazy as you like. It was 5, I think. I think that's what it was me last time I looked.
Better and better. It's really good to see.
And good fun.
Yeah,
and you've still got time. You've got 4 weeks. Still got time to do a model dog.
Yeah,
loads of time.
I'm on
2 weeks.
The only rule is that there's 2 rules, isn't there? That you bring it already done, and that you've not used it in another competition. That's the only criteria for model dog.
Yeah. That's it.
That's good.
Anything else?
Anything else? For me, the thing I'm most excited about is just exactly what Julia said. It's meeting all the people that you don't see. You know what I mean? It's bumping back into those faces and chatting with people and having a good time. Model dogs, Jesus Christ! I get Who's this?
That's really funny. Get a hernia, getting the eyes and nose on. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you need a hammer.
Are they punching the hole in the wig before they put it in?
Oh,
don't know.
That's what a lot of people do wrong. You got a little tool, and it's to punch the hole in and just wiggle it around and make that hole as big as you can, and then it should just pop straight in.
Right.
Yeah, I remember my first one. I got it, and then I put it all. I was trying to get it together and get it dressed. And I just ended up chucking it back in box. I was like, "Oh, it's doing my head in already." But once it was sorted, the cool.
And so you know, like when you get the pelts and you put them on. Well, do you wash and blast the pelts?
No, you don't need to.
Or not? Or just brush them out?
Brush them out.
No, you don't need
to do that. Yeah, I've never done one.
I fluff dry it.
Right. Okay.
I don't wash them.
That's
right.
brilliant.
Okay. All right. For training.
We had a really good entry for them last year, didn't we? They were amazing.
Yeah, we had some cracking ones.
Yeah, we didn't have 9 though. We didn't have as many as 9. So
I can't remember how many we had, but it was. I felt like it was something similar.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm happy with the model dogs. I'm happy with the model dog one. So always good fun. Oh, I did get asked maybe for next year I don't know much gauging any interest out there. The designer mat. So obviously matted dog hair.
Oh yes, I saw
Because
that at creative.
I keep getting asked for it. I mean, I don't know if it's something we can add for this year because we've literally got 4 weeks.
It's very cool.
Just explain that to me, the matted dog hair thing.
Designer mat.
Is that like when they do the make the dogs out of?
You can make anything you want out of it. I made a teddy bear out of mine.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen some incredible
All
ones.
good fun, but I saw a really fabulous one once, and they'd made a dream catcher. I don't know who did it. I can't remember. And it was a dream catcher, and that was really unique. All automatic dog hair.
Was that at the Great North Groom?
No, it was at a creative.
It was at a creative where I
It
went.
was a Northwest Creative, I think it was at. Yeah,
it was.
in Warrington. But it was just all fabulous. Loved it.
I'll have to try and model the dog again, but honestly, I think I ended up with it in the bin more than a green. I'd rather green psycho shih tzu.
Oh god, they're really bad at it.
Yeah. Not a psycho shih tzu.
Psycho shih tzu.
I'd rather do a model dog.
Yeah. Definitely. They're quite therapeutic, actually.
What brushing out the model dog?
No, once they're fully dressed and groomed out, they're quite therapeutic.
Oh, right. To actually do.
Get the right model as well. I don't get on with the All Pearls ones, but the Mr. Yang ones are much better.
Mr. Yang ones.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
I think Paws actually have a how to dress it though video, don't they, on their
do they?
website?
Right.
I think that's where I've seen it. How to actually put one together.
Crazy. I remember seeing some of Nikki Smith's that she's done, and they were like on a different league. They're in a different
fabulous.
league. Yeah.
These are the more abstract ones.
It's like extreme creative as well.
Yeah.
Where people come up with the imagination.
Julia's really good at them, so I bet she's dead excited to see them.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. Yeah.
Can't wait.
I've got another one I'm meant to be working on, but it's kind of just I can see it. I've got this corner of my room here. It's like my little model dog corner and the living room. The mother up to watch TV. I'm listening to an Audible book on my headphones and I'm playing with model dogs just in the corner of the living room.
What is that? Who is that making the comment about the windmill in the model dog? That is so funny.
I wish it could come up with names.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
I just have traumas. Wanging a dog out the
I had
door.
my dandy one that I'd done, and I was auctioning off for the club, so I was wheeling it around crafts, and it turned a lot of heads. People thought it was a real dog.
Oh,
that's Rachel Downs.
Yes.
That's Rachel Downs. That is.
Yeah. Of course it was.
You might not be competing, Rachel, but you better be there because you bring the joy.
Yeah. She's there. And then she said she was suffering FOMO, so she was coming somewhere further down.
Very good. Very good.
Cute.
That's brilliant.
Well, I think that's about it then, guys.
I think we've done 1 hour 13.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's been all right then.
But yeah,
so
get the seminars booked.
Our next one is the Sunday before.
Right.
In fact, I'm actually going to move it to the Monday before, on the Monday evening at 7.
Yeah.
We're good with that, aren't we?
Yeah, good with that.
Yes, she'll be there, windmilling a model dog for us.
I've just got all sorts of visions of this now. I can't clear my mind of it.
She's going to turn a model dog into a windmill now, isn't she?
You've got to, Rachel.
Some kind of Amsterdam theme.
You've got to enter a model dog, Rachel. That's what you've got to do.
Yeah, no poodle. Go for a model dog.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, guys, thank you.
No, we're
thank you very much, Julia. And thank you for sorting out your technical issues and driving all the way home.
I'm sorry, I felt really bad, but I just lost track of time.
Did you feel bad leaving your man finishing off the fencing though?
Not really. I was leaving him doing it, and I was just clearing up weeds.
Because it's still light outside as well, Steve.
Yeah.
Obviously, making a cup of tea.
I'll go back tomorrow and put the electric wire on, but important stuff's done.
Brilliant.
Right. Thank you.
Super. Thank you, Julia.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Take care.